And it was very important to me to be here today.
But besides Trace Adkins, the FFA event raised lots of organizations, specifically through the auctioning off.
Morning, everybody. Good morning. See if we can have a good show today. Holly's here. I'll give her. She's here somewhere. We just don't know. We just don't know where. Unless she left, which wouldn't surprise me. Morning, Christy. First one on the comments today. On top of it. On top of it. First high school volleyball broadcast tonight for me. So get ready to hear some rustiness at about 6 p.m. Maybe I'll go home and give me a nap before then. Short week, remember? Morning show today, tomorrow, Thursday. We're off Friday morning.
Overall, seeing those auctions, seeing those people put forth that money, that's going to help us.
There she is. Just got here. I hadn't seen her till just now. I'd already told him you were here. I said, Holly's here. I don't give her a hard time. That's for me.
Why are you being nice?
Yeah, I know. Well, we'll still be on the radio Friday. Just no cameras. It's the best of clips Friday. Well, volleyball Thursday night, and football Friday. We'll take off Friday morning to get ready. Hey, can you give me a pat on the back? Look at her. She's being sweet. This may be for off camera. I'll turn these cameras off. Not the same. I know. It's not the same. It's not the same. But you'll take what you can get. Luckily, we don't have any long breaks till fall break. We're going to be going all week. So just prepare yourself. Everyone's like, why don't you broadcast from the beach? No, I don't want to broadcast from the beach. I want to sit there and drink my coffee and look at the dolphins. I'm broadcasting. Good song here. Mellencamp. Share. Good, Pam. Share it. What? Why are you grinning like that?
Because you're excited about sharing.
Sharing is caring. I got another headache this morning. It's like morning headaches.
I'm out of ibuprofen.
I know. I took the last 2 yesterday. Exactly. I don't want to drag the equipment down there. The thing I like about vacation is I don't want to be obligated to do anything at any time. So if I got to get up and broadcast at a certain time, that's an obligation. I don't like that. I'll still be working down there. Don't worry. Tuesday. Hello to you, everybody. Welcome in to another day of the Thunder Radio Morning Show, getting you to work, getting you to school, getting you home from work for you night shift warriors. We're glad to have you along with us today on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by our friends with Dr. James Van Winkle and staff, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. Talk to them about tummy tucks, breast augmentations, all available right here in Manchester, right across the street from Unity Medical Center with Dr. James Van Winkle. Go see them today. All right, we got a busy show. It's Tuesday. That means 2 reels and a fake. It's coming at you later on. I've got some good lyrics lined up for you as we play with country music songs. We've got Name That TV theme song, Stupid Silly Stat. Coming up, chance to win prizes. We'll take your birthdays anytime or your phone calls on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Call in to the show live at 931-728-5628. 1320. We'd love to hear from you at any point in time. And whatever else we get into today, we'll be here until 8:30 doing that. Plenty of ways to catch the show. If you're new to us, let me explain how it works. We're live 6:30 to 8:30, and you can listen at AM 1320. That's the OG, the original signal. You can also listen in at 107.9 FM. If you're over toward Tullahoma, Estill Springs Way, 106.7 FM will carry over there. If you're outside our terrestrial radio range, or it's just a little bit more convenient for you, the Manchester Go app is a good way to listen. Just download that. Click on Listen to Thunder Radio at the top of the page, or thunder1320.com. Click on Listen Now at the top of the page. That will work. And you can also watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. You can watch that on Facebook, YouTube. Get on over and find Thunder Radio and watch the show there with our tens of friends. They would love to have you join in. Current temperature check outside. It is a chilly start out there, 57 degrees. I walked by the pool this morning. I could feel the heat coming off the water. It's so much different than the air temperature. Nice day today. 79 degrees is going to be your high, maybe 80. But otherwise, it's pretty pleasant. And overnight tonight, 52. You're going to need your jackets in the morning. Don't worry, be back up to 90 by the time we get to the weekend. Temperature update brought to you by our friends at Wisteria Hill Boutique. Speaking of the weekend, they're having a hat bar. If you never heard of a hat bar, they're doing it this Saturday. It's where you get a trucker's hat and you kind of like decorate it and stuff. Like it's, I don't know if that's my thing, but it's probably your thing. Get on by and see them at 205 South Woodland Street. That's this Saturday at Wisteria Hill Boutique. Learn more on their Facebook page, Wisteria Hill Boutique. Enough rambling from me. On that note, it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this here operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She's the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, and one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's going to be a good day.
It is.
Tuesday. You got a good show lined up for the people?
This morning on the way to work, I was like, I'm gonna do a good job today. I'm gonna be a good radio show co-host today.
Let's see
Who
if you
I
can
am.
hold up to that. Once this year. Oh.
This is a perfect song. I'm in a very small town mood today.
That's what I picked out. Melanie Camp.
I love this small town.
That's not the words. Listened to Tiffany and guests yesterday. Tiffany puts on a good show in the afternoons, 3 to 5. Be sure to check that out.
I've learned a lot listening to Tiff's show.
About the small town here. See what I did there? See what I did? The boy went left already. I thought he got to wait till later to leave.
They messaged him last night, canceled it. He had to go to school.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm.
I bet he was mad.
He was disappointed, that's for sure.
They canceled the groundbreaking, or they canceled them going to it?
I think them going to it,
okay.
I think.
Well, I was.
He
parked in a weird spot, so I was concerned about the girl went backing into him. I don't know why he parked back there, but I almost backed into him this morning. So I was trying to get a hold of her to be like, hey, pay attention when you leave because your brother's not gone. He's normally gone. So, disaster averted. I'm always looking ahead to see what could go wrong. I walked outside this morning and there was our pool brush was just laying in the driveway. I guess it's from when you were trying to get that bird last night.
Oh, yeah.
There you go, Holly. She saved Hummingbird's life, though. Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community? Plenty of things going on. We had a lot of sports yesterday, so let's touch on that real fast. Coffee County Golf got a win at home, made easy work. Franklin County, Lincoln County, 35 from Noah Costello is a 9-hole match to lead the way. Boys and girls both with the wins yesterday. Westwood Volleyball got a win yesterday. They're now 3-1. That matches their win total from last year, so they're off to a much better start.
Awesome.
Under Coach Abigail Lane. And then Coffee Middle Volleyball does what they do. They're unbeaten again for now. They're 5-0. They beat the Snot out of North Franklin yesterday, and they play them again tomorrow.
Snot everywhere.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. They won that 2-0. High school volleyball got off and running yesterday. Not the cleanest start for them, but they did win 3-2 at Grundy County. They'll be at home tonight against Tullahoma, and I believe that is a freshman JV varsity triple header.
Ooh.
So I think that starts at 4. Varsity action about 6-ish. That'll be on Thunder Radio, part of our hometown sports series. You're going to know. That's the trouble with that is sometimes if those pre-matches go long, varsity may not start till 7. And I will be cranky in the morning when I get in here, not getting enough sleep. We're 3 days away from high school football. The Red Raiders hit the field on Friday night. There's a lot going on for the opener. Of course, it's the first game of the season. Franklin County coming to town, which is a good little rivalry there. 6 o'clock pregame show on Thunder Radio. Friday Night Thunder with Court Steer. Be sure to tune in for that. I've been doing a lot of work getting all that ready. Go ahead.
If you like to go to the games, if you got a kid playing, even if you don't, and you just like football, I highly encourage you to bring a little AM FM radio and
listen
to the broadcast while you're watching the game.
Different atmosphere.
I love to do that while I'm on the field taking pictures. I listen to the broadcast because I may miss something. I may be taking a picture this way and something is happening that way, or you don't know what a call. Why did they blow a whistle? Josh and Murray are really quick to paint you a picture.
Yeah, we try our best. But yeah, bring your AM FM radio for that. Listen to the pregame on your way in, and then postgame in your car on the way out. Court Steer will have you with all the highlights and postgame call-ins and things like that. That's this Friday. Also, Coffee County Lady Raider basketball will be getting their Final Four rings. Got to the Final Four last year, 34-4, great year in the state tournament. They'll be getting some rings at halftime Friday night of that game. So hope to see you there at Cardin Gerald Field. And we are 10 days away from the Coffee County Fair. It's August the 30th through September the 7th at the fairgrounds, 99 Lakeview Drive. And those rides, they start on that Friday and they go all the way through the next Saturday. So lots of fun at the Coffee County Fair. Let's get entertainment. They got monster trucks one night and mud races and dog shows, pet shows, all kind of things. So that's just some of the things I've got. High school volleyball tonight. I did say it. That'll be on Thunder, 6 o'clock-ish.
I believe high school soccer is also playing tonight. Let's see here. What do I have for comings and goings?
I don't know. You said you were going to put on a good show for the people.
Got some fundraisers.
Are these fundraisers or fundraisers?
Both.
Okay.
What did I say?
Probably fund.
Well, I can't find it right now.
Okay.
The Praters with Raiders is happening on September 28th, where you get to go down there and support the high school baseball team. Tickets are $25 a piece. You get a 2-meat dinner. You're going to have a live auction and live music. It's always a good time. We always love to go to those and bid on some stuff in the auction, eat some good food. You can get tickets by contacting any Red Raider baseball player or coach or their parent, probably. If you don't know one, holler at me.
Or you can go to the Coffee County Red Raider baseball Facebook page and just send them a message.
That's probably the easiest.
Do that, please. Do not contact Holly.
You can contact me if you want.
Do not contact Holly.
I'll help.
Yeah, that's about it on the comings and goings front, I think. Anything else here? What are we doing today?
Okay. I started off a little grouchy because I went to bed a little grouchy, and I'm fighting through that. I am precious and very demure.
She sounds like she's been reading a self-help book, and she's repeating what it's told her about herself.
No, most of the time I'm very laid back, and if something happens, I'll be like, well, that stinks, but I can move on quickly from it.
It's funny how we see ourselves, isn't it?
I'm very easy to get along with. Anyway, I'm not that same person when I'm trying to sleep. I'm a different person. No, she is really interesting just how different she is when it's sleeping. Like it's a whole different person. It is. It's someone completely different.
You take hangry and then take somebody that's like on a detox and mesh them together. And that's what Holly turns into.
So I'm most irritable when I'm trying to sleep and someone's being loud. I think that is the thing that makes me want to.
She's unjustifiably angry about it. Like,
It
I get
is.
it. I get mad, but I'm like, why are you acting like that? Like
It-
she gets mean.
I mean, I don't get jump out of bed
like the
naked,
enemy is in
wrestle
the
a
house.
dog mad, wrestle a dog into a kennel mad. I don't ever get that mad. No, I do get mad. So last night we go to bed around 9.
It was earlier last night. We were laying down about 8:30.
10:30.
No, it was like 9:10. Because I looked at I thought it was 10 or 10:30.
I thought you said it's 10:30.
I thought it was. Because I thought it was
I
later.
felt like I had been asleep
I thought it was
for
later.
2 hours.
I looked at my phone and it's 9:10. It wasn't even late. I mean, late by our standards. but-
When she was going back and forth,
Yeah.
I guess she decided to clean her car out. It's a good time.
Talking about the girl one.
And the garage door is directly across from our bedroom door.
Yes, if you go out through the garage, we're gonna hear it.
And
our bedroom
I don't
door's
know
open.
why- I have to go home later and teach her how to turn the knob and close a door quietly.
Yeah.
But
Just
she
slam
just
that
grabs
thing.
the knob and pulls it too. And it's like, okay, so she needed to get something out of her car, whatever. I'm just going to try and power through it. But then she kept going in and out. Like she was hauling.
The fourth trip was.
I jumped out of bed. I didn't have nothing. I just had like a t-shirt on, and I jumped out of bed, and I had to try and find some pants, and the only pants I could find was inside out. So I pulled them on inside out, and I went out there, and I was waiting for her to come back in.
She was just standing there at the door waiting on her.
And she opens it, and I scared. She didn't expect me to be there. She had armfuls of stuff.
It was her fourth trip in. So in, out, nobody's there. In, out, nobody's there. In, out, nobody's there. And then in, and then she
And then there's me.
and there's you just standing there staring at her.
Angry.
She about jumped backwards off the steps.
She did. She hollered, and I was like, "You're done. Enough. You're done."
You're done.
And she's like, "Okay, sorry, I'm so sorry." And she went to. So I had a hard time falling back asleep, and so when I woke up this morning, I was a bit like leftover mad about it. Like I woke up and I'm
Woke
like,
up still mad
"Oh,
about it."
why would she do that?" Because it's not like there's two other
Well,
doors.
the front door or the back door would have been much more. They're a little further away from her car, but it would have been. It wouldn't have woken anybody in the house. So then I got mad. I'm like, why is she not more considerate, of other people sleeping?
So
makes me want to get up and go in there about 2 a.m. and start slamming doors.
I was saying, I'm like, this morning I'm gonna go in there and I'm just gonna open and shut doors till she wakes up. So
She didn't do that.
No, I didn't. So I'm up and I'm getting ready, and I'm still a little leftover mad about it.
Hungover, a little hangover mad.
And she sets her alarm in the morning to Christmas music because she feels like it.
She said that she saw somewhere that someone did that and they woke up in a good mood. But she a long time ago, she was like, that doesn't work. But she still does it. It's still a thing.
She may hope that
it'll change.
I don't. Maybe
like
she
her.
wakes up in a better mood than she thinks. I don't know. Anyway, that's no problem. Wake up to whatever music you want to, but I'm gonna steal Josh's analogy. It was set to Neyland Stadium loud this morning.
Our neighbors woke up and windows rattled.
Her room is the complete opposite end of the house from ours.
Yeah.
But had I been asleep at that
It would have
time,
woke us up.
I would have thought my alarm was going off by how loud her alarm was going off. It was not a big deal because I was awake, Josh was awake, but the boy one, he thought he was going to get to sleep in today. He thought he had a school function a little later in the day, but it turns out he had to get up anyway. But I thought he was getting to sleep in, and I had it. Santa Claus was coming to town was blaring through the house
at Mariah Carey.
5:30 this morning.
Not the best way to wake up. I heard Holly just stomping through the house.
Oh my gosh, I get so mad.
She's had it.
And I went in there. I said, Alexa, turn it off.
I heard that from across the house.
I told a girl when I was like, look, you're so loud. There are other people in the house. You are so loud. And again, she just wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Like in her head, she didn't know what was.
And Holly's reactions are extreme.
They're
very
when it comes
pointed
to
and
sleep,
extreme.
I don't do well with loud.
Jessica said, well, Holly just turned our Alexa TV off.
That's funny.
Yeah, you got to be careful saying Alexa on the radio because people's Alexas maybe.
If I'm somewhere and someone's kids are loud, I get it. I know they're kids, but I can't handle it. I can't handle loud kids. It makes me mad. If we're outside, and I get it. We're outside. I can walk away, or you take hollering. That's an outside voice. If I hear kids hollering inside somewhere, I'm like, where? I expect to turn around and see like a mama, like ready to whip. Like just mamas walking around just whipping things, not even making. That's what I do when I get overwhelmed with loudness. I'm just like, I need to whip somebody.
She talks that big game. There's a reason the kids act the way they act now.
Whatever. You don't know.
I know that later today, if she has things in her car and she wants to stomp in and out of the house, she'll do it again.
No, she won't.
Yes, she will.
No, she won't.
Yep.
You want to bet me, buddy?
I do.
Bet she don't try that when I'm trying to sleep again.
Well, I don't understand that. Our door was open. Like our bedroom door is wide open. Like it's literally walk out the door, take 3 more steps straight, and you're that's the garage door. Like she's right there. And then the garage door lights on, so it's just shining the light in our room.
Golly, does that not make you so mad?
And she's got to feel like, I don't know. Kids at that age are just pretty self-centered.
Was I that self-centered?
Probably. We
go
probably
through,
were.
Yeah.
I try to think back about how I acted at that age.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Not
My mom's probably listening,
good.
thinking you were the worst. I'll be ready when their frontal lobes finish developing. I'm ready for that. I think it's around 24-ish.
Yeah, we got a little.
I'm excited about it.
24, 25. Maybe something good will happen.
Like something
So
will just
food
click.
some food we could feed them to speed that up, or something to kind of aid in the process. Dr. Carmine said he's moving his kids out to the shop at that age. Yeah, I mean, I just, I love them very much.
Love them very much.
Very much. But I think they're just pretty typical, though, of that age. Dana said they are selfish. They have no life experiences. Exactly. It's like they don't have any...
But they know everything. Let me tell you something. I was riding in the car with the girl one. She's
getting
y'all don't tell her I've been talking about her on the radio.
She's gonna get so mad.
Don't say nothing to her. She ain't listening. She'll never know if you guys don't tell her. I was riding. I hate riding in the car with her. She's a horrible driver.
Bad driver.
Horrible
if y'all
driver.
see a red camera, you get out of the way.
It's. I don't know. I just hope with experience. I wasn't the best driver at that age either, so I'm just kind of like, oh goodness. So I had to ride in the car with her somewhere, and I was like, oh, slow down. You don't need to go that fast. Oh, stop. You can't. Well, finally, I guess she had enough of listening at me, but she had pulled out into a lane. I'm like, honey, you can't do that. You can't pull. She said, Mom, I've been driving for 2 years.
I think I know what I'm doing. As she just broke the law.
I was like, please let me out of the car right now.
I'll walk. I'll just walk. Dr. Carmine said, I love them so much they can sleep next to my mower. Trey says, apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Amy says, it's the age of oblivion for sure.
Which Amy?
That's Amy Whitsett.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough age. Dana said that's why God only lets us have them for 18 years. They need to leave and create their own lives.
Yes, they need.
And that's why you see wild animals like lions, and they just love their little cubs, and they just love them.
And
all of a sudden they just whack them. And like, get out of here.
You're no longer part of this.
And they roar at them like, we're going to eat you if you don't leave right now.
Yeah.
And then they leave. And I'm like, well.
And you're like, how could you ever do that? How could you ever be ready for your children to leave? And then you have them.
Well, I had that mindset a few years ago. I was like,
The kids could stay with us forever.
And
They
now-
could just stay here forever.
I'm looking at apartments. I'm like, you could afford this one. I mean, you're working 3 nights a week at Chick-fil-A. So, you could probably afford this one, right here. Not really. That's just, I'm over the top. Christy said you could close your door, maybe. Now, we can't because the animals do not appreciate closed doors. So we're stuck. I got a solution for the animals. You saved an animal yesterday, a hummingbird.
I mean, I don't know about saved. They
Well,
get in our garage.
We'll have to talk about that later.
And
I should've
can't
brought
get
that
out.
up. I got to
So-
pet it. All right. Twice the Ice, Manchester. Let me tell you about them real quick. So it's actually not that hot today, but it's still going to be 80 and sunny. So if you're outside working, you're roofing, you're framing, you're going to need some ice for your drinks. Get on over and see them at Twice the Ice. They're open 24/7, so you can swing on by and get them early in the morning. This weekend's going to be a good lake weekend. I've only got a couple more of those left before, we're heading into the fall. So make sure you have all the ice you need. Twice the Ice, Manchester, 18-pound bag of ice for just $2.50.
Listen up, ladies. Most of us suffer from urinary incontinence. But what if I told you how to solve these issues? I'm talking about Mcella treatment.
Leslie said mine actually stopped the car under a yellow light at a busy intersection because he didn't want to run the red light.
Oh.
They do some things when they're learning to drive, man. It's just like I had to teach the girl when to drive because Holly wouldn't do it.
I can't.
Wouldn't get in the car with her, and so I had to. But then she would drive my truck at that time, and I had like a 08 Silverado, just a basic like work level truck, manual windows, big old tank. And she would every Sunday, even before she was 15, I'd let her drive me to the dump. We just live 3 minutes away from the dump, back roads in Summitville. It's a good place to learn to drive. So she did not want to slow down when she turned. She took them at full speed. She'd take her foot off the gas, but wouldn't hit the brake. And you're going to roll us soon. And the speed limit to her is not, she doesn't even, I guarantee you, she doesn't look at the speedometer on her car. She just drives. She's like, I was like, you're going too fast because you got Live 360. I'm like, you're going too fast on Woodbury highways, too fast. She's like, oh, the speed limit's 55. I'm like, no, it's 45. Miss driving for 2 years. Oh, I didn't know that. Like, it's scary. We went way too long in that first segment. What do you got planned here?
I'm going to talk about a little bit about the fair. It'll be real quick.
Okay, that's fine. It's my fault. I don't know what happened. Got away from us.
It was me. I got on a rant. Because I was irritated.
We've had to rescue 3 hummingbirds from our garage this summer. Yeah, we've done a lot. We try to keep the door shut, but you just forget. Like, if you forget one time and all of a sudden there's a hummingbird in there. I bet we probably gotten 15, 20 of them things out
popping the ceiling
over the last few years.
And it's like, oh, little buddy, you're gonna.
And they'll eventually kind of land on the light for a minute, and they'll finally. But yesterday's usually we'll catch them.
What we do is hold a broom up,
and they'll
eventually
land on the broom.
They'll just be so tired because there's not really anywhere to land up there that they'll land on the broom bristles and grab a hold, and then we can lower it down and walk it outside. And once they're outside, they'll fly off.
But yesterday was kind of the first time they did.
This little guy, he was laying on the broom.
He just kind of laid down.
I was like, here, little buddy. And I tried to.
She was trying to land him on the feeder. She took him back around back. She was like, get on the feeder.
I thought maybe he needed some sustenance. I thought if he grabbed a hold of the feeder, he could rest there.
So she finally. I said, just lay the broom on up high so nothing can get it over here on top of this pool float container, and he'll fly off in a minute when he gets ready. Because I was like, it's still alive, and you can see he was breathing. It's like he's just kind of sitting there. And so I came back out like 30 minutes later, expecting that bird to be gone, and it was still sitting there on top of that broom. And I was like, I came over to look at it, and it was still just breathing. And I started just petting it, and he just kind of sat there. He turned his head a little. I just gave it a little pet.
We're going to be hummingbird farmers. You're going to come to our house, and there's going to be hummingbird feeders everywhere. And me and Josh will be out there in our rocking chairs. We'll be like those people that wear those hats with the little so you could try and get the hummingbird to come right up to your hat.
Right. Janice, that's exactly what we do. It's
crazy. A face mask. Me and Josh are going to get matching hummingbird tattoos. Says we love Hummers.
Chris said that she does the same thing. Like gets him with the broom. I don't know what I'm supposed to get him with. We tried with the fishing, or not the fishing, the pool net.
It wasn't the best.
Most effective. Under Radio Morning Show. Glad to have you along with us today. Tuesday. 2 reels and a fake later on in the show. Don't miss that. I've got 2 real country music lyrics and 1 fake. We'll play that. And beat Holly once again. She got a win last week on me, so I got to bounce back. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, Josh.
First segment went a little long. We're a little behind schedule, so Holly's going to talk about the fair, she says.
I'm just going to talk about it real quick because every year I see people posting on the Manchester, Tennessee forum complaining.
Well, wait a minute. I didn't think complaining was allowed over there.
But I just want to educate you a little bit. Maybe you don't know. I didn't know all of these things, but the
Nobody get educated.
The fair board, the Coffee County Fair Association, they put this nice little page in it's page 12 of the fair book that gives a little explanation of why things are the way they are. So when you're complaining about having to pay for an armband, the Coffee County Fair is a privately owned non-government entity. So when you say they're raising the prices, I mean, what can they do? And I know people think like your government or something puts a fair on for you.
They don't.
They don't.
No. There's been confusion about that for a while. It's not a government run fair.
They think local politicians are padding their pockets with our fair funds, but that's not how that works.
No.
The fair does not receive tax dollars from your county or city governments.
I just said that. Very good.
Well, you stop it.
No, I was saying you're doing a good job.
No, you're not. You're being you.
Dr. Carmine said call 1-800-KAMALA.
Listen,
did I say her name wrong? Hope I don't get in trouble.
The board members, they don't earn any money.
Yeah, it's a volunteer situation.
It's a 501c3. What they do is pay out some scholarship money. They pay over $20,000 in premiums to the exhibitors.
Yeah, like prizes and stuff.
They contribute to project graduation. They pay for all the grounds and building improvements, utilities, just like any other homeowner would do. And so I'm just trying to, but the fair's coming up, and you'll see people post on there about how things are done.
Family of 5, got to pay $25, and then you got to pay to park. No, you don't have to pay to park. Parking is free. There are outliers that charge you to park, but that's not the fair.
Right.
You got to be smart enough to know that you can drive on in there and park in their free parking. They have 2 lots, one on each side of the fairgrounds.
If the price is still not something that you can, and I understand.
No, it's expensive.
There were times when we were so broke, there were times when we just had to be like, okay, we can get in the gate.
Right. Well, we'll go on Friday on the free day.
On the free day, and you can get one snacky snack, like you can get some cotton candy or a candy apple, ride the rides or whatever, and then you can play one game, but that's it.
I do like this stage where they can pay for their own fare.
And we don't have to walk around with them.
I have to walk around with them. I mean, because there it was like, I had to go ahead and budget $150, to get each they need an armband. We got to pay to get in, needed food. And I'm glad I don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah. So if money's tight, I get it. Go on the free day.
If you can. Yeah, absolutely. It's Friday, the 6th, I think, is fair day. So go during the day and the armbands are free. Or not the armbands, I'm sorry, the admission is free.
Yeah.
So that'd be
admission.
Something you could do. Janice said, I used to bribe my children with pet betta fish so we wouldn't have to take them.
Those goldfish, those fair goldfish.
Oh, one year I was like, yeah, sure, you can try to win a goldfish. They're never going to win a fish. And she won like 3.
Yeah.
I was like, oh.
We ended up getting a little aquarium.
What else has to do with that?
One of them lived for a long time. Like 2 died quick.
Yeah, but one of them stayed around. I think we probably didn't have enough room, or I think one of them just killed the other 2. I don't know what happened, but one of them did last a long time.
Betta fish are pretty. Those are pretty fish. They're easy. You know, you could just put them in a bowl. They don't have to have the bubbles. You don't have to plug it into anything.
I don't know how we used to
Can I get
ride
one?
the rides. No, you cannot. We are doing no more pets.
What it's just an office mascot.
No, we're not doing that because somebody's got to take care of it.
Well, you put a little plant on the top and it feeds itself.
No, we're not doing that. Dr. Carmine says, rumor has it Kamala is going to give everyone $25 to get in. Free money for everybody.
And then the rides or the armbands are going to be $25 higher. So you can get in for free, but you're going to.
Holly just gave everybody a little economics class.
All the food prices are going to go up.
Everybody sandwich is $30. Just keep doing that. See how it goes for you. Anybody notice the prices at like Subway now?
The days of the $5 foot long or no more.
You can't get a $5 6-inch anymore. We stopped on the way back from Knoxville, and I hadn't been to Subway in forever. And I was like, I 6-inch sandwich, just a basic sandwich. I didn't get anything fancy, like club or something. And chips and a drink. And I get up there and like, oh, it's $16.37. I was like, oh. No,
it's just my food. I'm just paying for my sandwich. With this guy beside me.
I just got the one sandwich. They were like, yeah, I didn't get any cookies. We know. Okay, well,
you're an actual Geico commercial.
Let's put the chips.
Progressive.
We'll put the chips back. I don't need those anyway. And what if we do a small drink? What's that do for me?
Can I get a cup of water?
I don't know. All right, Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. Van Winkle. Top of the hour here. We got name that TV theme song when we come back. Is that what's
Yepers.
Next? All right, that's what's next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Get you a full weather forecast real quick. Going to be very pleasant today and tomorrow. Right around 80 degrees both days. Overnight lows around 52. So really chilly. Then we start to heat back up Thursday, Friday. Mid 80s on Thursday. Upper 80s touching 90 on Friday. And 90 on Saturday. Sunny skies, no rain in the forecast. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. Call today to get those pests handled with no contracts. 931-247-0781.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios. This is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
WMSR.
I miss Jared.
Ooh.
I think he's in prison these days. 10 crystals with 2 fries was $30. Crystals?
No.
Are you serious? JC said it was. 10 crystals with 2 fries was $30. And that food's not even good. Why am I going to pay for that?
Every now and then I get a hankering for crystals.
And then you regret that.
I do. It's good. I just like how they just put the little squirt of mustard. You know, McDonald's does everybody does ketchup. I don't like ketchup. And so
my stomach,
like
I haven't eaten crystals in a long time, but I have a feeling if I tried, my stomach would.
No, it would not
handle that. Like I can't even eat Mexican food anymore. Like I can't. I want to.
I remember being little and
just eating anything you wanted.
Oh man, I could eat wings.
I love wings.
Barbecue wings and
Just
chocolate.
it's good in the moment. Yeah, it's good in the moment. You're like, yeah, let's get crystals. I don't know if I've been to White Castle.
I've not been.
Kevin said White Castles are better.
I thought they were
there's one in Murfreesboro. There was a White Castle there.
Maybe they're coming down, but when I was littler.
I got 6 Crystal Chicks plain with bacon for Samuel. $36.
Golly.
How much was that bacon? 6 Crystal Chicks? See how much it's going to be when everybody gets $25,000 for their new house. You can give everybody all the money you want to for a new house. But
the price of the house is going to go up.
Well, it's going to go up, and then guess what happens? When people get into houses they can't afford later on. I'm going to be buying a bunch of cheap real estate. The fence
tell
people are
Trey.
saying tomorrow now. Let's see.
Huh?
The fence people are saying later this afternoon, maybe tomorrow.
What about is Trey on? Is he online?
I'll tell him if all is okay. Do what?
Is Trey online?
He was earlier.
Trey, you need to get a gimbal for your Facebook videos.
Does he do Facebook videos?
He's wanting to up his cooking videos.
Get a gimbal. We had a gimbal, but it didn't last very long.
Gimbal.
Ours broke, you said? I like the idea. I want to get another one. I just want to learn how to operate it. Amazing how mandating $15 to $20 an hour for fast food workers actually turns out. And it's like we didn't tell them. It's like everybody, they pretend like that never happened. No, it was
They'll
these
say
greedy corporations
That's right.
taking all this money.
They could have left it the same.
I told him I could buy a pound of bacon and chicken and made him more than $6. Or
Right.
made him more than $6. Yeah, I know. And you mandate that price, and then they want 30. I hadn't seen that. He said now 20 is not enough. They want 30. Of course they want 30. Because you know why? Because it costs $36 to get 6 crystal chicks. And then guess what's
They
going
want
on?
30 what?
Dollars.
Who do?
I guess to work at the fast food.
That's not real.
Dr. Cummings said it.
They want $30.
California. Well, shocker. You can't live in California. You can't afford to live. But it blows my mind how they just don't understand. Like they just keep the loop going.
When I graduated radiology school and was working, I made $16 an hour. It was awesome. After that first year, I got my CT. I started doing CT. I got $18 an hour, and that was
big money then.
big money.
Back then, for sure.
That was after I had got out of school.
I know.
Now factories are hiring for starting out $21, $22 an hour. Which factory? I may go do that when I get fired here. Actually,
New ownership may not put up with you.
I kind of feel like I'd like to go out there at Great Lakes Cheese.
You like it there.
I'll be like,
Someone knows.
A daily hour and a half worth of proof that opposites actually do attract. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
A little behind today. We're trying to get caught up. Holly's rant at the opening of the show really threw us off. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. All right. We had quite the interesting discussion during the break about the expensive cost of a crystals order now. Apparently 6 crystals and with bacon is $36. I didn't realize that. I haven't been to crystals in a long time. But you can be part of the break discussions on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Head on over to either of those and search for Thunder Radio. Give us a like or a follow, and you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams and really enjoy our nice purple highlighted aesthetics that we got going on over there.
Purple is your favorite color.
We've settled on a color. No, I picked all kind of different colors, and all the people decided they liked this color. So that's what we're going with.
When Josh and I were first dating.
What's happening at Prater's?
When Josh and I were first dating, we were going on a fancy date, like where he had to have a tie. And I was like, hey, what colors do you want to wear? And I'll match. And he goes, I'm going to get a purple shirt and a purple tie.
I like the lavender.
And he bought me a purple necklace.
I like the lavender.
It's Tuesday, brother. At Prater's, you can get smoked pulled pork, a half a smoked chicken, fried catfish, chicken and dressing, white beans, turnip greens, au gratin potatoes, skillet corn, pasta salad, coleslaw, side salad. Get your choice of a meat 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. And that's way better than them crystal prices. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
Right, that's so much better. And I guess if you're thinking, well, I don't have that, I don't have time to sit down and eat, you can get it to go. Go in and they'll get it to go, give you a to go drink, and you can head on out of there and get back to work or wherever you're going. So go see them, 620 Woodbury Highway. All right, Holly,
we're gonna play Name That Show. Josh is gonna play a little snippet from a theme song. Your job is to call in and tell us what it is. 728-1320 is our line. If you win, what do they get, Josh?
Black Rifle Coffee.
Black Rifle Coffee.
Were you want to say something else?
If you get it on the one, you get Black Rifle Coffee and...
Cool.
and a Black Rifle coffee mug.
Oh, okay.
But if you get it on the 2 or 3, then just the coffee.
Just the coffee. All right. 728-1320. Get those Ben Lomond hotlines ready to go.
What is it?
Name that TV theme song, or name that TV show that goes with. 728-1320 on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. Holly made it impossible this morning. People are getting it right.
Oh. Her voice is kind of, easily recognizable.
I need you to entertain the people.
Josh didn't unforward the...
No. Whoever was here yesterday afternoon didn't unforward them. Although I don't know if Tiffany was here yesterday, so.
Phone calls are going to his
I
cell
got a phone
phone.
call on my cell phone. My fault. If you tried to call back and try. Call back and try again.
Come back.
Call back. Call back. 728-1320. Do you know that TV show? Morning show.
That sounds like All in the Family.
It is All in the Family. Well done. Who are we talking to?
This is the other Adam.
I thought it sounded
I
like the
knew
other
it.
Adam. Yeah, good job.
That is a classic TV show.
That's a good one.
When did that come on?
Let's see.
Say it again.
I was asking Holly when that came on, but you might know the answer. Do you know when that aired?
That was in the early, 70 to 78, maybe.
First episode, 1971.
71,
yeah.
She said. So you were close, the other Adam. Very good. Come on by. I got Black Rifle coffee and Black Rifle coffee mug you can have, okay?
Sounds great. Y'all have a great day.
You have a great day. Thanks for listening, the other Adam. Loyal listener.
Did you ever watch All in the Family?
I don't know. Maybe occasionally, but it's not one of those I sat down just to watch. All in the Family. Here's the 3-second clip.
Girls were girls
And men were men. What? So I didn't watch.
I think that's canceled with stuff like that, Holly.
Yes, yeah. I don't think you could watch this show. I don't think they could play this now. So the guy who plays Archie Bunker, is the same guy who was in the Heat of the Night.
I liked In the Heat of the Night.
His name was Carol O'Connor. In the Heat of the Night, his character was.
You know what we need to do?
Police Chief Bill something.
We need to take all these older shows and then take all the wokesters and put them in a theater and make them watch them. And lock the doors.
Gillespie, that's what it was. But I saw In the Heat of the Night first. I loved it. I watched that show with my Meemaw all the time.
Yeah, I like that.
But then later, I like Chief Gillespie on the show. I'm like, he's a good chief. He's a good man. Well, then I saw All in the Family with him in it. And I was like, oh, this is going to be good. It's got Chief Gillespie in it. And I watched it and I was like, oh, he's kind of a grouchy old man.
Not the same guy.
Reminds me of a lot of you, actually.
Okay. Well, thanks for the compliment. Well, nobody throwing any jabs this morning.
I didn't mean it in a bad. This guy's not wrong. I don't disagree with him. His character was just very different. Where'd you go? Are you staring off into space?
I did. I checked out for a minute. Let's wait on you to be done with this.
I'm done.
All right. Holly, make sure we got some coffee and a mug ready for the other Adam in the prize closet there. We're going to take a quick break. We got a news break here. And then when we come back, we've got stupid, silly, stat, more prizes to give away on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local.
It's kind of like I fell asleep or something. I fell asleep.
7 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. For Thunder Radio News, I'm Tiffany Clutter. The new Manchester City Mayor, Alderman and School Board.
Oh, let's see here. Oh, where Holly went.
When y'all are at the dentist getting a cleaning, are you an eyes closed person or are you an eyes open, look around person?
If I close my eyes, I might fall asleep. Take a little nap.
I'm gonna tell you something. I ain't falling asleep while somebody's in my mouth with their middle Sharpies.
Jessica said eyes closed all the way.
Normally I'm an eyes closed person, but yesterday when I was getting my teeth cleaned, when I had my eyes closed, I can only concentrate on her scraping my teeth with the sharp thing.
Yeah.
That's all I could. And I don't care how gentle you are. Every now and then, that little point touches a gum or something, and kind of. I was like, ah. And so I wanted to take my mind. So I was looking around the room, and I could see the computer screen with my file. So I was stretching my eyes as far as I could just to see if, not that I could understand any of I could read my name. I'm like, oh, that's my chart. And I could see some teeth highlighted, the ones that were filled and fixed and things like that. But then I never looked at the dental hygienist. Like, I didn't look at her, but I did find that I was looking around the room a lot. I bet she was like, I wish she would close her eyes.
You're probably moving your head more than you think. Like your eyes are moving, but you kind of start to turn.
No, I was statue still, except for these eyeballs. I had a good checkup though.
Dr. Cummings said your teeth look good. He said, yeah, don't stare at us.
I wasn't looking at her. I was kind of looking around the room. And there was a real big, nice picture of Dolly Parton on the wall in front of me. I was like, I'd like to have that. I'd like to have that picture. It had the frame is like rustic wood, and it's kind of like black and white, and she's standing in a doorway. Dolly Parton's hot stuff. Goals,
Goals. Holly's been working out. She's doing a good job. Her vitamins, I think, are helping her energy level. It's making her able to tolerate exercise. Christy said your teeth look beautiful.
Oh, Dr. Carmine did these for me.
She also said, all in the family. So not politically correct. Today. I know we gotta make them watch it. Look how good this is. Look at what you've done.
Isn't it funny to watch shows on TV where people are smoking in the hospitals?
Right. But even shows like The Office. Now that went off in 2013, which is 12 years ago now. It's hard to wrap my brain around. But even that show, I don't think could air today, even though people watch it all the time on Peacock.
Because it's funny.
Mm-hmm. I drove Jennifer Bell to Fanfare at 4 a.m. to see Dolly. Worth it.
Speaking of the Bells, that Carter Bell is so precious. I could just eat him up. I saw him out golfing yesterday, and he seems like the happiest boy. And he was getting ready. He was playing golf. He's on the high school golf team. And I drove myself yesterday in the golf cart.
She did. I was on the phone with her and I heard this beeping. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm trying to drive the golf cart.
I had my big camera, my big lens in one hand. I'm afraid of the golf carts. I don't know where I'm supposed to go, so I'm trying to drive it.
And then I realized that I'm like, let's get off the phone.
He's on the phone with me trying to talk business. Like, this is stuff that
I didn't know this is what she was doing.
And I'm trying to back up because I've went down somewhere I ain't supposed to be. So I'm trying to back up.
And I just know in my
I
mind.
can't see nothing.
I know in my
I said, I'm
mind.
going to let you go.
She's going to drop this camera. And it's going to fall out of the golf cart. She's going to run over it. Let's get off the phone, please. I don't care what you do. I don't care who you run into. Do not drop that camera.
I kept trying to get off the phone with you.
But
you were just, she's so chatty. Anyway, so I said, Carter, am I safe right here? And he said, well, if you're not, I don't need to be on this golf course.
Nice. Time to come back.
Wish I could just copy and paste little Carters.
My life be like, yeah.
Hey, it's Heather with New Haven Mortgage, and you're listening to the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Bob.
Thanks for hanging out with us on the morning show. Thanks to Heather. She's Team Josh. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
All right. We've got more fun this morning. Quick temperature update out there. It was a little foggy and cool this morning. It's still very cool and pleasant, crisp out there, but we're already heating up. We're already to 64 degrees. Going to get up around 80 today. Sunny skies. It's going to be Chamber of Commerce weather today. Perfect weather in Manchester, so enjoy. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique in downtown Manchester. They're having a hat bar this weekend. What is a hat bar? So you get like a trucker's hat, and you get all these decorations, kind of like a taco bar, and you go through there and you decorate your hat. Did I get it right? Am I close?
Decorations. I don't think that would be the word. I think
No.
accessories, little patches and pins, and you could customize.
It's like going through a taco bar and you put all the things on your taco. Same thing with the hat. That's
Pretty
this
much.
Saturday at Wisteria Hill Boutique. That sounds like fun, doesn't it? 205 South Woodland Street near the square in downtown Manchester. Let's play games. Get your phones ready for the stats.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Kim, did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. They offer financing for your new tires. So make sure you got a good set of tires for your fall break trips, Thanksgiving, Christmas coming up soon. Make sure you have those tires on your car. I know they can be expensive. They offer good financing options at Freedom Automotive at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard, right there in front of College Street Elementary. Freedom Automotive, open 6 days a week, Monday through Saturday. Holly?
About 10% of people have a fear of this. What is it?
10% of people have a fear of this. Take your guesses at 728-1320. Right answers win Thunder Radio swag and bragging rights. Wrong answers get to call back and try again. No harm, no foul. So take your guesses. 728-1320. Are you going to send me the answer?
I thought I did.
You didn't. Must
Here,
have been your
just
boyfriend you
read
sent it to.
Can you just read it?
All right, I got it. Morning show.
Spiders.
Spiders. Good guess, but not it. Spiders. Nope. 728-1320. Dr. Carmine says getting married. Y'all need to be more scared than that. More of y'all need to be scared of getting married. I feel like that's why the divorce rate's so high. People are like, well, just get married. If you don't work, we'll get divorced. I feel like that's kind of the mentality. Morning show.
Clowns.
Clowns. That is the right answer. What's your name?
Garrison Reed.
Garrettson Reed.
Was it Garrettson?
Yes.
Oh,
sir.
good job, Garrettson. You win. Come on by and get you a prize at the station, okay?
Thank you.
You're
Bye.
welcome. You want to play again?
Yeah, that was an easy one, Holly. What's wrong with you?
I didn't think it was that easy.
Yeah, I thought the first caller was going to get it.
You have a thing with clowns, or they don't bother
I
you?
don't care.
I don't care. I don't.
Hattie got it right over on the line.
I'm not bothered
Or
by spiders really either.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes they're real big and they freak me out. Spiders. Like you come up on one that's like the size of your hand, and it kind of scares you a little bit. You're afraid if you step on that thing, it might beat you up.
17% of people have not done this since high school. What is it? 17% of people have not done this since high school. What is it?
728-1320. Take your guesses at Stupid Silly Stat number 2 today. Jessica said, I figured that clown number will be higher. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people I thought afraid of clowns. At least when you talk to them, they say they are. But only 10% according to our stat.
They're creepy, but I don't have a fear of them, I guess.
17% of people have not done this since high school. This is a funny answer. 728-1320 or 728-3526 to take your guesses this morning. Morning show.
Been to a field party.
Do a field party. I hope it's more than that.
Represent Manchester.
Not it. Good guess. Yeah, no, that's not it.
I think about things that I did when I was.
I hope it's more than 17%.
17. And in high school, and thinking about, getting mad the girl one was walking in and out of the house last night, cleaning her car out. But then there were kids that, went to field parties. So I guess you got to pick your battles.
17% of people have not done this since high school. So that tells me about 80% or a little better have done it since high school. But 17% have not done this since high school. 728-1320, 728-3526. Take your guesses. First person with the right answer is going to win bragging rights. And I don't know, maybe some more Black Rifle coffee. We got a lot of that up here. And wrong answers get to call back and try again. Morning show.
Run.
Run. That is the right answer. Good job. What's your name?
Winley.
You said Winley?
Yes.
Good job,
All right.
Winley.
Good job, Winley. It is run. Come on by and get you some prizes, okay?
Okay.
Okay, bye. I feel like Winley's on Google.
Speaking of high school parties, I got invited to a party. I hate when you do that when
Sorry.
I'm telling it, because then I'm like, there's something better. There's
No.
something better happening than what I'm getting ready to say.
Tell your party.
No,
Tell your story.
it's a dumb story.
No, I wanna hear you.
No, I hate that story. I don't even want to say it now.
Say your
What
story.
are you laughing at?
Oh, Jessica just said, dang, Google's working overtime today. I want to see your search history when you show up to claim your prizes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I get to see search history, and if anything's been deleted, you're not getting
We're
your
going to
prizes.
know about it. And then we're going to come to your house and take a shirt from your house.
How about that? Now tell your story.
When I never got invited to parties, really.
What, you?
But one time I did. I got invited to a popular kids party, and we were all standing out in the backyard, like in a circle. And I was like, I cannot believe I am here. I'm here with these popular kids. And they were passing around, let's see. Well,
Is this a story you didn't want to have told?
no, I don't care to tell it. I was just trying to, it was a marijuana cigarette. And when they got to me, my parents were law enforcement, both of them. There's no way I'm walking in a house with that odor on me. So when it come around, I was like, no. And I stepped back and they passed it to the person next to me. I never got invited to another party. That was the one.
You're not coming back.
The one and only high school party that I went to.
Yeah, okay. We gave her a try.
She's not one of us. No, my mama hits like a dude. I am not one of you. I was raised different.
Y'all come home to my house and see if you don't do it. You don't do it again. I'll tell y'all what. Y'all come over to my house and see what happens. Just say no, Holly.
Just say no, guys.
Just say no.
It ain't worth it.
All right. We got more morning show. Congratulations to our winners today. Winley and Garrettson, I believe, was our winners today on Stupid Silly Stat. And earlier, and name that TV show, it was The Other Adam. So big thanks to everybody for playing along and being part of our reindeer games here on the morning show. I want to tell you about Common John Brewing Company. How about that? Common John Brewing Company in Manchester will be open tomorrow morning for breakfast. They open up for breakfast at 8 a.m. Wednesday through Saturday. Scrambled egg power bowl, cannot beat that. The burritos, breakfast burritos, some of the best stuff you can get up there. So get on by and see them at Common John Brewing Company, and be sure to check out tickets for their beer fest coming up in September. You can get that online, commonjohnbc.com. That's commonjohnbc.com. Morning show here till 8:30. Two Reels and a Fake. Birthdays coming up next.
This is Matt Harris at the Harris Law Firm here in Manchester, reminding you that you can't fix stupid, but you can divorce it. If that's you, give me a call. We'll be happy to chat.
Jessica's hating hard on the winners this morning. She said, yeah, winners.
Yeah,
It seemed
quick,
pretty
right?
Googleable, and they had the right answers. And I'm like, okay, if that's how you want to play it. I mean, show up here and claim your prize.
My
and,
mom said, I feel like those were repeat stats.
the run one, I don't remember the run one. I remember the clown one. They could have been repeat stats, but people don't pay that much attention to the show. You know how I know? Because I run best ofs with stupid silly stats. People call in playing. I'm actually, they don't remember. I come in and I got 42
I'll play,
voicemails.
this is for our Facebook crowd. See if you can get it without Googling. 93% of people can identify this smell in 1 second. That's all it takes, 1 second, and they can identify this
93%. A dirty diaper.
No.
No. I don't know. Skunk.
Skunk.
Alcohol.
That's what it smelled like at that party I was at that time.
Bacon. Popcorn.
You're all wrong.
Peanut butter. Marijuana. Says your mother.
Hey, if y'all are at the football game this Friday, the high school cheerleaders are throwing out footballs. They've got we teamed up with Unity Medical Center this year.
Repeat that stat.
93% of people can identify this smell in just 1 second.
Kate said, I showed a house this weekend and got high just unlocking the door.
Oh.
Must have scheduled that at the last minute. Then we'll come look at the house.
Kate, let's go look at that house, and then we'll go to the Hat Bar on Saturday.
Onion.
Ooh.
Gas.
Nope.
I like the smell of gas. My only one. Coffee.
Nope. Great guesses.
Why didn't you use this for the stat? Why? This is a good one.
I thought the others were good ones.
Well, apparently they were too easy to Google.
Like I thought I picked good ones.
Fresh cut grass. Not it.
Also, folks need to understand that cloud backup is essential. At Penn we can handle all your IT needs with just a case-by-case basis. Said it all. For more information on
Nobody's got the right answer.
Service,
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't know.
Look, I'm gonna tell you.
Somebody already said that.
I didn't hear you. Didn't read
I
it.
said it out loud, yeah.
I know.
I did say it out loud. Peanut butter.
It's peanut butter.
Dana got it. Sorry. She said it, and I said peanut butter. I just said it in a way. I just kind of said it and then said another
Whatever,
one.
buddy.
I said it.
Whatever.
Go back and watch a tape. No tape, really. Brian said, I hope you got cookies set out for Kate at this open house.
I feel like I'd be really happy here.
It's a good way to sell a house.
Yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Hum.
Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Glad to have you with us. Here 6:30 till 8:30 Monday through Friday. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks, buddy.
It's been a good show today so far, I feel like. We played a bonus stupid silly stat during the break over for our folks watching on the cameras. So you never know what we're going to do during the breaks over there. It was 93% of people can recognize the smell within 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
And it was peanut butter. That's a good one.
Unpopular opinion. I don't love.
She doesn't like peanut butter.
It's okay. Every now and then I'll get a hankering for a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but I don't want a lot of peanut and Reese's peanut butter cups. Every now and then I'll eat one of those, but I don't love peanut butter.
Can't all be perfect, Holly. You ready to play games?
Yep.
All right. It's Tuesday. Tuesday. That means it's time for 2 reels and a fake.
Country music is garbage.
Fancy like Applebee's on a date night. Got to
And if you don't hate it, you will in a moment.
kind of like that you ain't afraid to get mud on your
It's
boots.
time for 2 reels and a fake.
Keep back
Yeah, it is.
that tailgate. Trucker hat.
Here's how it works. I've got 2 real country music lyrics that are actually on the radio making money. And I got 1 fake country music song that I wrote this morning. It is your job to be able to spot my fake. Which one did I write? Holly is notoriously bad at the game. She did win last week. I'll give her credit there. But she will not be winning today. Are you ready?
Ready.
Song number 1. Song number 1. Sitting over in the corner, baby. I saw pretty red lips working on a White Claw. Shaking to a little shook me all night long. And I thought, man, what a beautiful sight.
That's dumb.
Song number 1.
But I feel like it's real.
Song number 1. Song number 2. She talks about the future like she's flipping through a magazine. Finds the beauty in thrown away and broken things. Gets excited about all my crazy dreams. Got every sunset that she's ever seen memorized.
Dumb.
Song number 2.
I don't like that at all.
Don't like that at all.
I feel like that's probably real.
Country music is so bad, y'all. So bad. And song number 3. Song number 3 was just a good old boy minding my own. Grabbing extra shifts down at Texaco. Then she came along, made my heart her home. We were rolling steady like a truck on a 2-lane, but now I'm stuck in the rear view of her name. Song number 3.
Can I ask if you wrote the fake or did AI?
I and AI collaborated this week. I did collaborate.
See, this makes it unrealistic because I'm going up against 2 real people and a computer. I don't think that's fair. I think you should have to write the lyrics, but whatever. I'll beat the computer. I'm gonna be like Dwight. I'm about to beat the computer. I feel like 3's fake.
Dr. Carmine agrees. He thinks 3 is fake. Over on the cameras.
I kind of feel bad about saying country music is garbage and then like playing some Walker Hayes because of his vicinity to the.
I hope he's listening.
Like I had someone tell me that they knew him and actually work out with him on a weekly basis.
Oh, will he come on the show? I want to play the game with him.
I was like, oh gosh, don't tell him about this show in this segment.
I want him to come on and play the game. I think I could beat him.
To see if he could figure out.
I'll probably put his lyrics in it. I have 2 Walker Hayes songs and a fake. See which one's the worst.
Oh no,
I feel like he would play along, and honestly, if he doesn't, then I don't like him anymore.
I like the Applebee song.
No, you don't.
I sing it all the time. The girl one, she says it's played out, but
got a lot of plays. You think 3 is fake?
Yeah.
Is that what you're going to go with here? All right, Holly thinks 3 is the fake. Let's eliminate one of these. I'm going to eliminate 1 because it's pretty easy to eliminate. I feel like it was real. That's Cole Swindell, Single Saturday Night. That was song number 1. I heard that on my Spotify and just could not help myself. I got to mute y'all over on the camera. Sorry. It's terrible.
Every single
All right, so that's real, obviously. All right, so that's song number 1. Between 2 and 3, Holly says 3 is in fact the fake this week. Let's see if we can get us a drum roll, please. Holly.
Yeah.
Winner this week. Song number 3 was fake. Song number 2 is real. That's Cody Johnson, the painter. And then song number 3 was Heartbreak in a Two-Lane. And it was fake.
Does everybody in their family have someone that paints, like paints houses?
Paints houses or just paints?
Like houses, like they're painters. I feel like every family has somebody that
does that.
Yeah, like Uncle Jim. He paints.
I don't have anybody that paints houses. This is the painter.
Magazine.
All right. And that was real. Holly, I don't know that everybody has a painter. Christy says no. She's like, everybody's got a painter in the family, and I don't think so.
I had a lot of uncles growing up.
Jessica said Uncle Paul is the family painter.
My one grandma had 5 sons, and then my meemaw had 3.
Okay.
So I had a lot of uncles. Like a lot of my uncles painted, but I think it was because a lot of them were out of prison.
It's just a job you can pick back up, you know?
Yeah.
You just pick that back up and you know, drop it and pick it back up, drop it. It's not that hard. I'm a terrible painter.
Yeah, you're bad.
I'm awful at it. Just how I am, I guess. Full weather forecast for you. It's beautiful out there. I'm going to be up to around 80 today. Overnight low tonight around 50, 52. Holly's going to need to probably put on the heated seats tomorrow. 80 on Wednesday, then back up to 85 on Thursday, 87 on Friday, 88 to 90 on Saturday. No super crazy weather to tell you about. No storms in the forecast. Just really pleasant late summer weather. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. Spiders, termites, fleas, ants. Call today. Tyler Patton will help with no contract obligation. Here's the thing. You get this nice weather and you want to get outside and enjoy, but you can't. If the bugs are everywhere, you just can't. They're awful. Call Tyler Patton at 931-247-0781. I really want to get the taste of that country music out of my mouth. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Let's get it out. Let's get it out with Paul Simon.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We heard that one in a while. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Hey, your birthdays are next, so call those in at 728-1320. We'll celebrate in a minute. I don't know why I like that song so much.
I do too.
I just love that little song.
Bone digger, bone digger.
Sing it, Holly. Sing it. Birthdays are next. I got to time that out good.
Mr. Beer Belly, beer.
Right on time.
If you'll be my bodyguard, I won't be alone.
I don't have anybody in the family that paints.
But your Uncle Basil, he does like, he used to, right? He used to do plumbing work.
No, he was more of a framer.
Framer.
Yeah.
Framer. I've got framers in my family too. You didn't have as many uncles as I did.
No.
You had 2.
Yeah.
I had 8.
Oh, wow, Holly.
Well, 9, 10 if you count the 2 in Pennsylvania.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I only have one aunt that's like a blood aunt, not married into, your uncles will marry a woman and then that's your aunt, not her. I'm just talking about.
You don't count. Just one aunt. Oh, knee.
You have
just one aunt.
One aunt.
Yeah. Technically not a blood aunt, so.
Well, we're the same we have one aunt.
I was very busy yesterday, but I got a lot done. It's game week, so usually I have a lot of that stuff put to bed by now, but I've got some extra things going on, but hopefully I get the rest of it wrapped up today.
I played the drums a little yesterday.
I heard you back there banging on the drums, and when I heard it, I thought something had gone wrong. I thought you were hitting your desk in the back. I'm like, something has gone bad wrong back there. Holly is banging her desk, and I didn't want to go back there and ask. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna sit up here. So come up here and tell me if I need to know about it.
I need to take them home. I need to take the drums home.
You should take them and put them right next to the girl one's room and bang on them things about 1 in the morning. Wake her up. Put them out there in that building. Play them away.
Will the building make it sound louder? Like, will it?
Probably a metal building.
Will it create? I don't want to do that to the neighbors. I don't want to.
Well, but you'll do it to me inside the house.
I would do it when no one was home.
Well, we get that building worked on and done and finished, and we clear the space out in the garage and put them in the garage there, the house.
Would they be okay in the garage?
Yeah.
Like in the winter and stuff?
People play music in their garages. I mean, what about all these bands that got started in their mom's garage? I mean, I don't think those were air conditioned. It'd be fine. Bands played drums outside. I mean, Morgan Wallen played outside. It'd be fine.
I like playing my drums, but I like it more when there's someone else playing with me.
Yeah.
It's kind of,
the garage is insulated, so it doesn't get freezing cold in there or super hot. I mean, it gets hot and cold, but it's not. It'll be fine. And we can make room for it there. Boy, the conversation really falls off at about 7:40. I guess everybody gets busy. Everybody was just talking, having a good old time over there on the cameras, and now
we're not talking about nothing nobody has any interest in. Where we put my drum sets, not something that is a hot topic.
Oh well. Headache. I'm going to go today and get me go buy some ibuprofen.
I got annoyed yesterday. I went to the store and I had to pick up one thing. I had to get milk. And I got the milk, and it's not a store that I'm in very often. I wasn't familiar with.
It was Dollar General. She was Dollar General.
The cash register. And it had one of those self-checkout. And the person in front of me, they had a basket of stuff and they were checking out. And I'm like, well, that's going to take a minute. I'll use this one. So there wasn't anybody behind me. So I just kind of stepped to the side and tried to scan the milk. It wasn't working. And I was like, no, well, I'll just wait in line. Well, as I'm turning around, a lady comes. She has got a basket full of stuff. And she looks at me. She makes eye contact as she's walking by me with the basket. And I just have my milk. And she didn't let me go in front of her.
Even though you were really in front of her anyway.
Even though I was.
You should have just been like, you should have just ran over there and be like, nah, that didn't work. And just jumped in front of her. So you had to wait on her whole basket. I just got a text from Holly and she's like, I hate people.
Because her purchase took a while. She had some that she had to pay with one account. She had some she had to pay with another account. She was using coupons. It just took a long time. And I was like, buddy, I could have been done real quick. And it wasn't like the store was crowded. It wasn't like she had been waiting a long time. It was just me and her.
Dana said she's a loyal listener, even at work. Good. Blast it for everybody there. Make them listen.
Dr. Kameen was telling me yesterday that he's got an automatic cover for his pool.
I saw a video of it.
And he said that it keeps his pool so warm.
Yeah.
They got in the other day, it was 95.
I bet. I'm going to let any of that heat out. But one day when we...
And it's black too, so it...
have a different price range, then we'll just throw one of them out there. But for today, not going to happen. Yeah, I saw a video of it working. Pretty sweet. Just push a button and it's just like, I could probably make one. I'm handy like that.
Yeah.
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Calling those birthdays at 728-1320. Love to hear from you. Put your name on this list here, and at the end of the day, Tiffany will be on at 4:30, and she will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop, where down home cooking meets Southern hospitality. Yesterday's winner was Tyler Hickerson. Sunday's winner was Judy Pettit, and Saturday was Chuck Bakovsky. So congratulations to those people. And we'll draw again this afternoon at about 4:30. At the end of the week, we draw for a birthday cake from the Manchester Food. Here we go. Only got one birthday on the list so far today. Robert Brammer. Happy birthday to Robert. And that's the only name I've got, which, yesterday we had a whole football team worth of people on there. So we'll see if we add to the list throughout the day. Holly, celebrities?
I'm sorry. I just saw where it's the 23rd U.S. President, Benjamin Harrison. It's his birthday today. And I was like, I don't know a whole lot about Benjamin Harrison. So I was trying to read a little bit about his life. And it says his presidency was remembered as the point at which the federal spending reached $1 billion for the first time.
Oh, so he started this, huh?
That was in when was he president?
Yeah,
the 23rd president. So
a while ago.
Yeah. 1833 to 1901.
1833?
No, that's when he was born.
Oh,
I'm
like,
just saying that was his. He lived 1833.
Enjoyed a nice 70-year presidency there. Maybe that's what went wrong.
Our Andrew Garfield, he turns 41. I just think he's cute. He's just a little cute, nerdy guy.
I don't even know who that is.
Yeah, you do. He was in the Spider-Man movies, but he was also in the one. Golly, what's the name of that movie where he's in the military and he doesn't want to carry a gun?
Oh yeah,
That's him.
Hacksaw Ridge.
Hacksaw Ridge. Thank you, buddy.
That's a good movie.
It's a really good movie. I made the kids watch it.
They didn't pay attention.
Fred Durst. Anybody remember him from old Limp Bizkit? He turns 54.
Robert. He sat next to Christina Aguilera at the award show. Okay.
Robert Plant turned 76.
Got to see him and Alison Krauss.
It was really good. They tour together now. They're like.
I got to see him a few years ago. They were really good.
Robert Plant and Alison Krauss. That's like
it's a thing.
Soul singer, the late soul singer, I should say, Isaac Hayes has a birthday today, and Al Roker turned 70.
That's it.
4
celebrities.
Yep.
All right, just kind of a short list locally today. So let's add to it. We got a minute or two left here before we cross into the top of the hour. Any final thoughts for the first hour and a half of the show? We've learned that crystals is expensive now. Don't complain about paying fair gate charges.
Either pay them or don't.
Yeah.
Go or don't.
Yeah, go or
we
don't.
We don't need to hear it.
I want to go out there just to get a ribeye sandwich. Lady Raider softball team had a killer ribeye sandwich. And I mean killer. Give you a heart attack. That's good stuff.
So I got there and I got kind of an amuse-bouche last year from the quarterback club. I can't remember what dessert it was they made. But I got there and I ate that. And then it was like I went to the girls' softball booth for dinner. They had the ribeye sandwiches that were really good. And then the boys' baseball team had banana pudding. It was just killed any kind of healthy eating that you plan to do for the week.
Oh, yeah.
Fair calories don't count, right?
You only get that level of grease one time a year, I think. Yeah. The problem is we make that excuse all the time. It's like, oh, you only get now, and then it's Thanksgiving coming up. Oh, and it's Christmas.
Did you go to the fair every year?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we always went to the fair.
I was thinking about this the other day. I was trying to remember
we often went on fair day.
Earliest memory of the fair.
We would go to Shoney's and get breakfast in the mornings when Shoney's used to be on that side of town where El Crockett's is now. That was Shoney's a long time ago. We stopped by there and get a little breakfast on fair day.
When I moved here, that was something else. It was
you had Shoney's, then it was Crockett's.
It was Crockett's
and then it was steakhouse, some Timberloft, I think was the name of it for a little while.
You got a good memory.
And then now it's Los Fajitas. So your mom calls it El Crockett's.
El Crockett's. But I starting to think that maybe my mom didn't take us every year because I don't have a memory.
No, you don't remember anything though.
Being little
and going. Well, you didn't move here till you were what, 12?
They had fairs where I lived.
Oh, you didn't go to the.
I don't remember.
I bet the Augusta Fair was a little bit different atmosphere. I just have a feeling. I've been down there.
There's not pictures of us at a fair. I don't know if she took us, but I do remember one of the first things that we did when we moved to Tennessee is she took us to the fair, and I got to make the sand art, where you pour the sand in the little shaped faces. And
yeah,
I was like, Tennessee's kind of nice. I like it here. They do fun things here in Tennessee.
Welcome. Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team can help get you into the home of your dreams. They get you pre-qualified. Your realtor will love you if you're pre-qualified before you go out home shopping. Get on by and see Heather Phillips and her team. They have over 60 years of experience getting you into the right loans. Go by and see them. Downtown Manchester, online, New Haven MTG, NMLS 1477317.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio, WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.9.
Thunder1320.com. All right.
I remember being at the fair when I was little with my uncle and getting sick on a ride and throwing up.
So you do remember that?
But that was my dad's side of the family.
Yeah.
I just sent a text to my mom. I'm like, "You take me to the fair?"
Yeah, I love the fair. That's.
You know what? One of the best feelings going to the fair is when you're turning by.
No, you turn about
Los Three
Amigos.
Los Three Amigos.
You come over, you see the lights.
The lights.
Yeah.
At night, it's like your whole body just fills with awe at the lights.
You get so excited. You're looking at the rides going. Oh yeah.
Now, I don't get that feeling.
No.
When I pull up, I'm like, oh, where am I going to park? Oh, this is gonna cost a pretty penny.
I know. Where am I going to park? This looks awful crowded. Those rides, I don't know, are safe. I don't.
I can't watch the kids get on something because I don't want them to get on it.
Yeah.
I'm scared of the rides. All the time I hear about accidents on rides, and I know that the chances are slim. I don't want them to tell me they rode it.
Remember that video a few years ago where I wasn't here, but it was at a fair somewhere or some carnival where it was, I don't know what the ride was, but it was the one that goes up. It was kind of like the
Fireball.
No, it was like, they used to call it the Alakazam here.
Oh yeah.
But where it wasn't like anchored down and it started rocking back and forth.
Tipping, and people
jumped on the front of it to try to weigh it down. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no. That's the things that when I see my kids getting on
Final
a fair
Destination,
ride,
right? Watch Final Destination, then go to the fair. You won't even get on that dragon coaster.
Best ride at the fair, the Sizzler.
Himalaya
was good. They don't even call it the Himalaya
anymore.
It's
like the Matterhorn or Matador or whatever. I don't know. Got the wrong name. And I don't know, the guys don't jump on it and ride around with a cigarette hanging out of their mouth no more. Always the guys used to jump and ride around it, Do you want to go faster? Let me hear you scream. You're that
Mom,
guy.
I said, did you take us to the fair when we were little in Augusta? I said, I don't remember going. She said, yes, it was always in October. They had a clown in a dunking booth that would say mean stuff to people while they were trying to dunk him. He would laugh and laugh. You thought that was funny. I don't remember that.
Remember the guy that old guy used to always be there for Cumberland Valley shows? He
Guess your
guessed
weight?
the weight and age.
Yeah.
I was like, how's he get it all the time? He always gets it. I got so mad. I almost got in a fight with one of them jokers a few years ago. They ripped off the boy went on a basketball game. I got so mad because he wanted to play the basketball game. I don't remember how old he was, 12, 11, 12. And
so again,
this guy,
you play one. We let you play one game,
and this
you
guy
can pick one game to play.
He gets the ball and he's like, look, it's easy. You know how they do. They shoot, and he hits the shot. And I know there's a risk that the boy may miss the shot. That's fine. Lesson learned. We don't play these games. But he gave him a different ball. Like
It's a larger.
He had a smaller ball, and he's like, look.
It went
and then
right
I watched him hand him a larger ball, and he was so dumb. It's a different color. I'm like, I picked that out quick, and I was like, that ball's bigger. And he was like, no, it ain't. I was like, yes, it is too. I lost my mind because I was like, that ball don't even fit in that thing. I was like, give me that.
That's not the only time you got mad.
I got mad at the bottle flipping up game.
Where the bottles are turned on the side,
and you
have the
ring
stick and a string, and it's got a ring on the end, and you have to tip the bottle upright, and you win. Josh loses, takes his stick, and whacks it on the ground. I'm like, what are you doing? The kids are watching.
I got mad because they do it from inside.
You're cheating. Wow.
They do it from inside, and it's easier. You're further away, so your angle is not the same. They're standing right over the top of this bottle, so they're like, oh, look what, yeah. And I'm like, well, get out here and do it then, Chief. I don't think you can. He said the one where you bounce the ball off the stop sign. I'm like, well, it's real easy when you're standing 6 inches from it, and you're like, oh, look, click, click. And I'm further away. That's got more bounce. Come out here and do it. And I'm an adult, so I got to be able to figure that out. But he is 12, 11 years old. And you're like, look, watch here. And he's shooting with the ball the size of that ball Holly's holding there. And then he hands him a full-size basketball to shoot with. And I'm like, it was so blatantly obvious. Like, it wasn't like this was slightly like girls' ball to boys' ball. This was child's, goal hanging on the door ball, those little styrofoam size balls to regular size man's ball. And it wasn't a regular size rim. I was about ready to whip his ass. I just was so mad.
She said after we moved here, with all the kids, we couldn't afford to get all of you a candy apple, so we bought one, and you each got a bite. And then she said, haha, just kidding. She would let us pick one. We could either get a candy apple or a cotton candy.
You got cotton candy, I'm sure.
I got candy. I love candy apples.
Really?
Yeah. I can't eat them now.
Yeah, my teeth come right out.
I think when I die, I just want you to cremate me, but not my teeth. Clear vase with my ashes, and then my teeth on top.
We're not doing that. I'm going to spread your ashes somewhere that you would hate, like the gym.
Why would you do that?
I'm not going to do that.
Holly is the planner, the brains, and the looks. She just needs Josh to push all the fancy buttons.
The snowflake button makes it cold, cold, cold. Set temperature makes it hold, hold, hold.
This is the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Glad y'all are with us today. Josh and Holly getting you to work, getting you to school, although you should already be to school. Home from work for you night shift warriors. Glad to have you with us. 6:30 till 8:30 Monday through Friday. Plenty of ways to listen and or watch. You can catch the show on our terrestrial radio range, AM 1320. That's the OG, AM 1320. There you can also listen at 107.9 FM, 106.7 FM worldwide on the Manchester Go app. And you can watch the show on the Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams on Facebook and YouTube. That's the place to do that. We're here till 8:30. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you, Josh.
I clicked the wrong button around here somewhere. Oops. There we go. I didn't have the Carmine logo at the top. I was trying to figure out what I did wrong. I do everything around here.
When you say stuff like that, and I don't even have a retort. I have not, I just sit here in disbelief because I want to hit you.
What are we doing?
I don't know, buddy. You do everything here. So
I do everything but plan the show.
I figured you had something to do here.
I could just go ahead and take on that responsibility too, and I'll just plan the show. And
Josh leaves. I had to leave yesterday, do some work out of the office. I come back later, and I have a little note on my desk, and it was like, could you please laminate these before Friday? So I get my laminator out, and I get all this stuff laminate. He's very particular when it comes to broadcasting football games. He likes everything a certain way. He's very, so I was like, you know what? Not only will I have it done by Friday, I will have this done here in the next 10 minutes. So I laminated all of the stuff, and I had it ready for him. And I don't know what I expected when I gave you the laminated. It was 5 sheets of paper. It's not like I did a big.
I was excited about it.
I know. I guess I kind of wanted your reaction to be bigger, even though your reaction was probably appropriate for what I had done. So I put them in a red folder. I spent time in my folder cabinet picking out a red one because it's Red Raider football.
Nice. I see what you did there.
And I was like, and I put a paper clip on top so they wouldn't fall out. And so I come home last night and I'm like, oh, here, by the way, I wanted to present it like it was just nothing, but I'm embarrassed at how much time I spent laminating what it is his.
They're the in-game reads. Yeah. We have a lot of in-game reads for football. So, we have a lot of sponsors on that. And so, your first down and your touchdown and your scoreboard sponsor and all those things, those are in-game sponsors. We have others that are like commercials and we have our in-game sponsors. And so I can generally memorize them, but I need it there so I can remember to say them. Like I don't look at them to read them usually.
Do you mark on them since they're laminated?
I usually will have a dry erase marker and mark that I've done it. Because there's some that are that have reads during the game. They're not attached to anything. Like the Mercantile has a couple of reads, but they're not attached to it's not the Mercantile first down or something.
Yeah.
So I need to remember I need to do one each half. So I make a little mark. Otherwise I get into the game and I forget to pay the bills. You got to remember to pay the bills.
Yeah.
So people love to be on the football and basketball. There's a lot of people on those.
I'm really excited about football this Friday.
Makes for fun Friday nights.
I better not say that.
No, you better say something you regret. We would have regretted.
It's something that I heard.
Guess what I heard?
That was going to happen at the football. Not. I heard of.
Oh, be careful with your rumors, Holly.
Yeah, I better
don't do that.
I better not.
What are you in high school?
I heard it from a reliable. You ever second guess yourself? Like I heard this, and this person would know. Yeah. But I don't know if I've.
Is Kamala paying for everybody's admission?
No. Yeah.
Ticket prices just went up. They're $25.
Yeah, she's paying the admission, but now you have to pay a sit tax.
Right. You can get in the gate, but you got to pay to sit in that seat. It's $5 a quarter. Pay for the first 3, get the fourth quarter free.
Josh is very particular when he wants to do a good job on the broadcast. He puts a lot of preparation into it. So we get there. The game starts at 7. We get there at 2.
That's not true, Holly.
Yes.
Don't lie.
Yes, it is.
That's a lie.
If anybody knows Dustin Murray,
Murray will tell you the truth. So you call him up.
No. He'll tell y'all we get there right after lunch.
No, I get
School
there.
ain't even been dismissed yet, and we're having to climb over the fence with our equipment because they've not unlocked the gates yet.
I will get there at 5. I get there at 5. I get there at 5. By the time I get all my stuff upstairs and set up, it's 5:30. I need to air check and sound check before 6 because Friday Night Thunder comes on at 6. So they don't have time to be sound checking with me because they're on the air for pregame.
Whatever you
And then
need to, whatever you
the
need
game
to tell
starts
yourself.
at 7. But what time do we come to the field for coverage? 6:30. So I'll be lying to people. It's not. I get there about 30 minutes earlier than I would for basketball. I get to basketball about an hour and 5 minutes early. I get to football an hour and a half early.
If your job is to
5 o'clock.
No, what about away games? You get there earlier for away games.
Nah.
Yes, you do. Nah. Sometimes we roll in there at 4:30.
I gotta know. I gotta get my stuff set up. It's
He's like, I have to calculate for bad traffic, so add 30 minutes, and
well, you never know.
The walk in, we're at another 15 minutes.
Well, Oakland last year took a solid 30 minutes to get in. They were doing construction. We had to park on the other side of campus, and there was no shuttle.
So if you're riding with Josh to the game, you're just sitting there for 2.5 hours before you're like, what do I do?
I like the calm before I can sit there and I can study my notes. Like I watch a little film on the other team so I can kind of, go back.
Meanwhile, me and Murray are just kind of like,
drive yourself then. I guess you could just drive yourself and you could show up later. And you know what?
Twiddling our thumbs.
You could leave early. You could show up later and leave early. You could leave at the start of the fourth quarter if you want.
And then we have to fight. We're hungry after a game, especially like away games. We're hungry. And we want Josh to stop. But for some reason, he don't want to stop after the game.
I want to get home. I don't want to pay $36 for crystals and with bacon or whatever it was that somebody said earlier. So they got 6 crystal chicks with bacon. It was $36. In what world is that worth it? Who pays that? Sorry, no offense to who just paid it, but like, how is that sustainable Crystal's business model?
But you know what you do though? You'll go through the line. Like if we're traveling and we need to get fast food, you do this every time. You order the food, and when they tell you the price, all right, sorry, it's $47. Pull up to the one. $47. He repeats it, outraged.
I don't say it to the people in the window or in the drive-through. I just yell it to the people in the car.
As you're driving up. Yeah, you do.
I'm not gonna stop at Waffle House.
I love Waffle House.
Yeah, but we don't stop at Waffle House because I want to go home.
I would love to stop at Waffle House after a game.
I've still got work to do. We got to write the game story. We got to get the pictures posted. Like there's things to do. As I'm driving, Holly's pulling pictures, so she gets her work done. I've still got things to do. I want to get home.
Sometimes I got to where I was pulling my pictures
and believe
in the
it or
fourth
not,
quarter.
Believe it or not, for football, like Friday nights, Waffle House is pretty packed. That's where a lot of the kids go, especially for home games. I'll just go home and eat. She says that, but she wants to get home too.
I know there ain't nothing to eat at the house. I'm going to go home and eat a bowl of cereal. That's what's going to happen. Josh is going to eat a peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Yeah.
I just sometimes.
Well, we got eggs there. We can make up some waffles.
I'm trying to eat more eggs because the amount of protein in them. I'm trying to eat more protein. And eggs are good in protein.
Pretty good.
But I don't love eggs. I sometimes I like to eat them on a sandwich, but I think the carbs from
she makes the sandwiches wrong. She makes eggs and she puts them on just white bread. She doesn't toast it or anything.
I don't want toast. I want bread. That's how I ate them when I was little, and that's just what I like. I like white bread.
Josh Taylor says away games. You know how many Waffle Houses you probably pass? Almost all the away games are in Murfreesboro. Now, so that I know there's a Waffle House somewhere in Murfreesboro, I'm sure, but you can't get there from there. Depending on where your game's at, you're just trying to get to the interstate and out of that town. Whatever is near the stadium.
Meanwhile, me and Murray are sitting and we're looking at all the hot food restaurants. We're like, oh, so hungry.
We're flying to the Ottawa game. So he said the Ottawa game be stopping now. We're flying. And again, that's a late night. When that game is over, we still got an hour and a half ride home if we're driving, but we're flying. And
we're not flying?
Yeah, no, I've worked that out. So we're flying home. We're flying there and we're flying home. Enjoy. I know a pilot. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
No, I mean, I have.
Like my hands starting to sweat.
I've pitched the idea. I don't know if that's going to happen, but.
You would do that?
Absolutely. If I had a pilot that wanted to fly me down there and there was an airfield nearby, absolutely.
How do you get from the airfield to the.
Well, Uber.
I've never Ubered in my life.
Well, learn. I'm sure there's an Uber driver. I'll line it up ahead of time. I'll call down there and be like, who Ubers? I'm going to be at the airport at this time. Take me, please.
And then you got to Uber back to the airport.
Yeah, it'll be fine. And then we'll fly right on back to Manchester. It'll be great. We're not even going to go to the airfield. We're just going to parachute out of land at our house.
Yeah.
We're just going to land right there at the house. People on the cameras over here attacking me about Waffle. I like Waffle House. I just want to go home.
Me and the kids want to go to Waffle House, and Josh is like, "Oh, I can't eat nothing there. I'm healthy. I'm a healthy guy."
I am not. Look at me. I'm not healthy.
What kind of
and you can go in there and get, you can get some eggs and a little bacon, be fine. I just don't want to spend the time to stop. I want to continue to travel.
It don't take that long.
We go to Waffle House. We it's not like she's acting like I don't allow them to go there.
He doesn't allow me.
That's not accurate. We got a couple minutes left. Final thoughts for today. Couple of things of note. High school volleyball tonight at home. They got Tullahoma, and I believe that's a freshman JV varsity triple header starting at 4. Varsity will start about 6-ish. We'll have it for you right here on Thunder Radio. So be sure to tune in for that, part of our hometown sports series. And tomorrow night, the Red Raider Coaches Review returns with Coach Roger Haynes and player guest live from Prater's Barbecue. That'll be at 7.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, I always like to get my wings. That'll be 7 o'clock tomorrow night, live from Prater's Barbecue. And then Thursday, we'll have high school volleyball again. They got Franklin County at home. And then Friday night, it's Red Raider football at home against Franklin County. Friday Night Thunder pregame show starts at 6 with Court Steer. Be sure to tune in for that. It's always a great pregame show to get you led up to kickoff. We have our pregame locker room interviews and things like that. We do, I don't want to say a pretty good job because I don't want to sound like we're tooting our own home. But
we do an awesome job.
Put a lot of effort into putting a pretty good show on for you and for the kids. And then we'll have the postgame show for you afterwards as well. And then next week, they head to Tullahoma for the coffee pot. That'll be on August the 30th. So, and plenty of other sports coverage on our website, thunder1320.com. You're listening to The Morning Show, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team be glad to help you get into the home of your dreams. Maybe you're a first-time home buyer. It's an incredibly intimidating thing. You don't know what to do, where to go, what paperwork you need, how much house can I afford. Do not Google that. I mean, sure you could, but I recommend sitting down, talking to an actual person who's been through this before. They're not salesmen. They're there to help you. Get on by and see them at New Haven Mortgage, downtown Manchester. NMLS 1477317, newhavenmtg.com.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our season.
After the games, I just like to get home. I just want to go home.
To provide more flexibility for your family. At New Haven Mortgage, our commitment to you goes beyond the transaction. With decades of combined experience, we've honed our skills to provide tailored solutions for your needs. You're not a number to us. You're a valued customer and a friend. Visit our office in downtown Manchester or explore newhavenmtg.com. Discover how
all right. Packing after the game cooler. That's a good idea. We should do that. We can have little sandwiches. We have a little coolers, little drinks.
I did get a little snackle box.
A snackle box. John Bell said, thanks for mentioning Carter this morning. He was excited.
Aw.
To hear what you guys might say about the match. Saw you out there.
When I said he was precious, or when you talked about how good he did?
I don't know. I don't have any more deets than that.
I gotta take the dogs
It was
to
a
the
text
groomers.
message.
And I don't want to. It's hard to get the big one in the
car.
They don't want to go in there.
Yeah, they want to get the car. They want to
like
ride.
go for a
They like to
but
ride.
When I get out and they see that they're at the
They're
groomer,
the groomer.
then they
Start trying to tug you out into the street.
and he's strong. He's a strong boy.
He's not as bad now because he's a little lighter. He can't throw as much weight behind himself. He's down around 75 pounds or so,
Do you
70 pounds.
notice he's a little more? I didn't feel like he used to be as scared.
Oh, he's got way worse. His anxiety has grown.
His anxiety, yeah.
Like you take him to the vet, and I think he peed the floor. Like he just does not, and he wants to get up underneath me.
Younger.
Yeah, no, he just.
He's was he 12?
He's 12. Yeah, he'll be 13 in January.
Yeah. He's starting to get gray and his.
I mean, we got him on this new medicine, and because he was getting to where he had, I don't say a hard time getting around, but he's just more stiff, didn't run as much and play, but.
He kind of acted like his feet and joints hurt.
But he's allergic to everything. Everything. Like the grass makes him, he's allergic to that. He's allergic to the air. He's allergic to the food. Can't feed him that food. And they've given him this Abaquil that helps with his allergies, but I guess it wasn't as effective because he had an infection. So anyway, they cleared that up, and now all of a sudden he's like 5 years old again. Like he just runs and sprints and plays and has a big old time. And he wants to eat like he's 5 again. He's very hungry.
They say he's got some tumors.
Yeah.
They think are benign, but
one on his foot was the size of a softball, and it's gone. It just went away.
It's not completely gone.
It's almost completely gone. Look at it today. You can't hardly see that thing anymore. You can completely disappeared.
It was so big that when people saw him, they're like, "What's wrong with his foot?"
I'm just rolling right on top of its toe. But now
the doctors say we're probably gonna have to take that toe off. I was like, golly, he's old, you know.
Yeah. How about we just try this medicine first?
Yeah.
And now it's gone. Yeah, well, a long time ago they're like, well, this dog's just a hot mess. There's nothing you can do for him. Just treat the symptoms. He's just very, these dogs
their
get skin
breeds
conditions.
are just prone to. Yeah. He had to have the surgery because his eyelids curled under, and so his hair poked him in the eye, and his eyes watered and were red and itchy. So we had to have we had to
pay like $700 to have that surgery. It was not pleasant.
We were broke then.
Yeah, they basically were like, "Oh, you're not gonna have it done right now?" No, I'm not. I'll bring it back in a couple of months. Let me save some money. I'm like, well, you're a bad person. Like, well, you want to pay for it? I don't. We don't go to that vet anymore. It's Tuesday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Call me today at 931-307-5540 and let's turn your home ownership dreams into reality. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1477317.
That's going to do it. Thunder Radio Morning Show is done. Another day in the books. Catch replays of today's show on Apple or Spotify. Just search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly. Join our tens of subscribers there. You can also go to thunder1320.com, click on downloads, and listen there. So plenty of ways to catch the show. You can rewatch it on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio and watch on the Carmine Family Dental cams. Thank you for hanging out with us today. We'll do it again tomorrow. We'll try to do better then. I want to tell you about the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. They're closed today. Oh, unfortunate. But tomorrow, remember them for grab-and-go breakfast starting at 7 a.m. You know, buy and see them at the Mercantile on your way. And they got like $5 grab-and-go breakfast. You cannot beat that price, and you're not going to beat the taste of that food down there. Handmade biscuits they got down there at the Mercantile, made from scratch. Go see them tomorrow for grab-and-go breakfast. They'll have lunch tomorrow at 11 as well. And talk to them about your catering. They do such a good job with all events, big and small. 723-2491. Right across the street from the Manchester Police Department's the Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. All right, we got the Swap and Shop coming up right now. 9 o'clock, it's Rick and Bubba kickoff hour. 10 o'clock, it's the Dan Bongino. No, 10 o'clock, it's Rick and Bubba. 12 o'clock is Dan Bongino Show. 3 o'clock, Connecting Comfy County with Tiffany. 6 o'clock tonight is high school volleyball on the Hometown Sports Series. Tune in as the Lady Raiders take on Tullahoma. I'll have the play-by-play for you on that one. Morning Show returns tomorrow.